and welcome back to Func. I'm your host, Avery.
And I'm Kimberlyn.
Thanks for tuning in. We've had some really nice weather so far this week, so let's see what the next few days have in store for us as the weekend begins. Today has been warm with a high of 69 degrees and a low of 49 with partially cloudy skies. Tomorrow, on Thursday, it's expected to have a high of 71 and a low of 56 with partially cloudy skies as well. Saturday will cool down a little to a high of 65 degrees and a low of 51 with predicted overcast skies. Then on Sunday, it'll warm up again with sunny skies, a high of 72 and a low of 53.
Let's take a look at the word of the day, ad-lib. To ad-lib something, such as a speech performance or part of a performance, is to improvise it, meaning that you make up words or music on the spot instead of saying, singing, or playing something that has been planned in advance. This word can be used in the context of a sentence such as, I forgot my lines during the middle of the play, so I had to ad-lib something to keep going. Or, I left my script at home and didn't have time to retrieve them, so I had to ad-lib my speech.
Let's talk about CLPs. There are a lot of great events happening soon, so check them out to get some credit. This week, the Func Playhouse Theater has been hosting a performance of Sparta. I got to go check it out and report in. Hi everyone, welcome back to Avery's Art Avenue, where we highlight all the art happening on campus. Today, we're in the Playhouse studio talking about Func Theater's next production for their 2024-2025 season, Sparta, which is open right now. Sparta was written by Seth Milton Jones, class of 2025, and is directed by Katie McDaniel, class of 2026, and is full of students, both on the cast and the crew. They opened on February 4th to a sold-out house, which is super exciting. Sparta is more than just about wrestling. It is about identity, it's about community, it's about sexuality, camaraderie, friendship, family, and really what it takes to become a champion. So make sure to get your tickets now on Func Theater's website, funtheater.ludus.com, for $5 student tickets, or you can show up at the door and pay $2 to get a first-come, first-served seat for whatever is left, because their show is so good, you guys. Make sure to come check it out and not only support the arts, but also get a CLP. What more would you want? Make sure to come check it out now through February 8th, right here in the Playhouse at 7:30. This has been Avery's Art Avenue, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye! There are still a few showings left of the play, so if you'd like to check it out for yourself, tickets are available for purchase at funtheater.ludus.com.
This Saturday, February 8th, from 11 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. in the Daniel Recital Hall, the Func Creative Collaborative will be hosting its annual conference with speakers giving TEDx lectures in 2 sessions, with a lunch provided in between. The event is a ticketed event, so be sure to secure yours in advance if you plan to attend.
Then, next Tuesday, February 11th, in the Patrick Lecture Hall from 5 to 6 p.m., a lecture CLP on martial law, democracy, K-pop, and economy. In this lecture, Dr. Francis Kim will use pictures and films to illustrate Korean culture, history, and economy, and discuss how martial laws and dictatorship affected South Korean culture, democracy, literature, and economic development.
Also next Tuesday from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. in the Trone Student Center Watkins Room, the Chemistry Department will be presenting the 54th Southern Lecture, Investigating What Matters, by Dr. Rachel Burks. Dr. Rachel Burks is a forensic scientist and analytical chemist. She is also a renowned science communicator and a member of multiple national and international task forces focused on the intersection of STEM and social justice issues. In this lecture, she will explore the intersection of chemistry and crime, including how chemistry can solve and contribute to crimes in the criminal justice system. This presentation was specially developed for a general audience, so no advanced scientific knowledge is required.
Now for today's This Day in History segment. On February 6, 1952, British King George VI died in his sleep after a long struggle with illness at the age of 56. Originally known as Prince Albert, Duke of York, he was never supposed to be the King of the United Kingdom. However, he was thrust into this role upon the abdication of his older brother in December 1936. King George is best known for remaining in Buckingham Palace with his wife throughout the Blitz, even after the palace suffered a direct hit from a Nazi bomber. He was succeeded by his daughter, Queen Elizabeth II, who is the longest reigning British monarch in history.
Let's take a look at today's local news. Officers in Fountain Inn, South Carolina, arrested a Greenville County schools teacher for allegedly assaulting a student. According to arrest warrants, while in the cafeteria, a teacher squeezed a student's shoulder and hurt the student's pinky fingers. Officers said Christopher Robin Rivardo was arrested and charged with third-degree assault and battery following the incident. Rivardo is an 8th grade social studies teacher at Rudolph Gordon School and has now been placed on administrative leave.
A South Carolina upstate businessman, Mark Lynch, has announced a run for U.S. Senate challenging incumbent Lindsey Graham. Lynch, owner of Jeff Lynch Appliance Center in Greenville, announced his candidacy Wednesday to run as a Republican in the 2026 election. In his announcement, he called Graham a rhino, or Republican in name only, and said that the senator betrayed Republicans in South Carolina. Lynch is also a deacon at Burnsview Baptist Church and is an addiction counselor. Lindsey Graham's campaign recently announced that Senator Tim Scott and Governor Henry McMaster will chair his 2026 run. Graham is running for his 5th term in the U.S. Senate. He has been representing South Carolina in that chamber since 2003.
And with that, we'll wrap up today's episode. If you have any stories, questions, or comments, email can'tstopthefunc@gmail.com. I'm Kimberlyn.
And I'm Avery. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.